Good evening to those who listen. It is March 19th, 2024, 11:47 p.m. And this is really bothering me. It's really strange that for this eclipse that there's so many things happening. They're closing down schools, they're shutting down government buildings. Uh, they're they're having National Guards coming in to certain areas in the path of this. They're so worried about everything. But in Oklahoma, this is a newspaper from Oklahoma, they got 22 members of an elite chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear unit. Broken Bow, Oklahoma. So it's like they're worried, and they keep telling people to prepare to get supplies, water, food, even like other power sources, like other generators or power banks or something like that. Getting pet food and being prepared to be without power. Now I don't know. It just seems really strange. Right there it says residents are being urged to stock up with 1 or 2 weeks of food in advance of the event, have their fuel tanks full. I've heard, make sure your cell phones are charged. So they're worried about traffic. They're worried about these places are going to be overwhelmed with people. Well, they're saying that maybe they're going to have like doubling or tripling of what they would normally have in their counties. Like this place was like 100,000 people extra, they're talking. Well, is that enough where they need to have the National Guard and to warn people? I just got this weird feeling that people are going to be traveling to this event, and they're going to be traveling, a long distance. And then what if something happens? The power goes out, and then people are stuck, and they can't get back home to where they were. And then if they're worried about some biological event happening, what if they release some kind of a biological agent, right? And then all these people are exposed to it, and then they drive back. They're carriers now. They drive back to their home state where they live, or even, some people are traveling from around the world too. They bring it back to wherever their home is, and then they spread it. Just a thought, just throwing that out there. Not saying that it's going to happen, but it's just a possibility. We got all these balloons that are going to be going up. All NASA and a bunch of colleges have what was it called again? It's a nationwide balloon thing, and what they're going to be doing is monitoring the eclipse with these balloons. But they also said that they're going to release a bacteria into the atmosphere to see how the eclipse affects it. Well, that's weird. Supposedly, it's a safe bacteria. But, that's just weird that they're going to be releasing stuff in the air over these sites. So if you're in the path, especially if you're in the total path, the totality path, just be alert. Just be alert. Because you never know. It's just weird. I was thinking about traveling to get closer to it, but something's just telling me, I just got this, don't go. I'm in about 80%. They're saying 80%. I thought it was 70, but I'm in a 80%, so I'm going to see most of it anyway. I don't know. It's going to be a weird thing. We also have a blood moon eclipse on Monday, the 25th. March 25th, there's a blood moon. It's a warm blood moon eclipse. And it's the whole United States will see it. So that's another thing that's not in the news, which is weird. You're hearing all about this eclipse on April 8th, but they're not saying anything about this lunar eclipse that's taking place on Monday. And it coincides with Purim, so another Jewish holiday. Just some really weird stuff. And then, the cicadas and the devil comet. All the planets are supposed to be lined up. You're going to be able to see the Devil Comet. You're going to be able to see some of the planets. Also, I just read something too that said that the Devil Comet will be seen, will be able to be seen with the naked eye on March 25th, which was the same day as the lunar eclipse. Now, come on. So get ready to see the Devil Comet starting on Monday with your naked eye. I'm not sure where, to look in the sky and everything, but I would think it would be, I don't know. We'll have to look into that to see where to look for that. I don't know if it's just going to be visible during the eclipse because the eclipse is happening. That's why you'll be able to see it. I don't know, but I don't think so because it's going to be super early in the morning when it happens. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, crazy stuff. Just be alert and pray on this because it's kind of strange. I just think there's something fishy going on with this. It just seems weird. The government never really warns people about anything. But for some reason, they really want people to have supplies. I'm thinking maybe there could be some kind of event, maybe a blackout that happens, but it's only temporary, just short. And then they use that as an excuse so they can, get ready for this great reset to happen. And then major stuff happening. I don't know. A lot of weird stuff. I've been kind of holding my tongue lately on saying anything because I just don't know how to react to this. But I just got a weird feeling. I got a weird feeling that, it's going to wind up being like nothing's going to happen. And everyone's going to say, nothing happened. See, nothing happened. But maybe nothing actually happened right at that exact point that nobody knows of. But like the event, if they did release some kind of a biological thing and people were, getting it and then carrying it, maybe they won't know that they got it, and maybe it won't, be activated until later on, and then everybody, some weird surge of cases of some kind of weird disease comes out, and then it's everywhere. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know why I even thought of that, but crazy. Anyway, just be alert, be prepared, and keep praying on this. I think something's going to happen. I'm not sure if it's going to happen on the same exact day, before, after, but I think something's going to happen right around this eclipse, whether it's on the same day, right before, or right after. We got all the way, if you look at the Jonah, Nineveh comparison, if you compare that, there was 40 days. God gave 40 days for repentance. Maybe there's 40 days after that. And then 40 days would take us to May 18th. We got all this weird other events happening too. We'll get into that in another video, maybe. There's other celestial events happening too that's coming. And then the Devil Comet's going to be, seen for a while after that too. It's actually getting closer to Earth. All right. Thanks for watching. God bless.